When we opened our location, I'm very big into public opinion, public trends.
Yes.
So we started our trade night. So we get between 40 to 70 people. It's not more that come into our doors to buy, sell, and trade.
Yes.
So there's not a lot of rules. If you want to bring your own boxes, your own cards, we want to set up like a vendor. So like our space is almost like your card show.
That's what was so cool. The first one I came to, I was so shocked because I just thought to myself, there's not many card shops that's going to let you go in with your own cards and sell them to the random people as they're coming in the door whenever you guys have cards for sale.
Yeah.
And what made you go that route?
I mean, realistically, it's a community. I mean, I feel like we're extremely blessed with people like yourself who, when they need to sell cards, we pay very well.
You do.
We pay we're very convenient for a lot of customers. We try to liquidate as much as possible. But the biggest thing is not everyone has that experience.
Yes.
As someone that's done it for 20 years, I think this hobby is very hard. I think it's very, can be very extraneous to a lot of people.
Yes.
Because there's so much to learn, there's so much to do it.
Yeah.
And not everyone does it the same way. So to be able to provide a place where we could be a resource to make sure things happen the right way, but also allow them to experience what we get to experience on an everyday basis.
Yes.
Allows them to fall in love just like we have.
I'm sitting here with Ryan Patterson today, the owner of TitleTown Sports in Marietta. Ryan, thank you for doing this.
Tim, thanks. As always, you've been someone that we look forward to coming into the shop, getting to know you over the time, and TitleTown is because of people like you.
Man, I'm telling you, it's became my greatest place on earth. If y'all ever need just peace and to get away, this is the spot to go. I'm excited to get into the story of like how this came to be because it's a pretty special place. I've been in other card shops, but you guys operate more in a family type atmosphere that I've noticed than a lot of, just a lot of businesses do in general.
Yeah, so realistically, this is our 44th year being open. My
44th.
Yeah, my grandfather opened his first shop in 1983, Southside Parkersburg. If people are familiar with Parkersburg, used to be right beside the old Big Lots. Now it's WVU Medicine Pediatrics.
Yes.
So we started there. Now we fast forward 44 years later. We got Titletown. We're here on Front Street and can't be more than blessed.
Man, that's amazing. Your grandpa, he's like an idol of mine a little bit. He's a great guy. Just a good guy, and you can tell his knowledge on cards is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, how long he say he's been collecting for that many years, correct?
I mean, yeah, opening the shop in 83, first full-time shop to open in the state of West Virginia.
Was it?
One of the pioneers of the hobby, like in this region.
Yes.
We've had tons of people open, close shops, come in, come out. But one stagnant has been my grandfather, like in the hobby, doing all sports, from penny cards to big cards. That's one thing we very pride ourselves on is the pricing of our items, the availability of pricing for all budgets. Realistically, like we've had people come to us about starting a sports card Hall of Fame and would consider my grandfather our first ballot.
I guarantee it. I was in Zanesville not that long ago, and I stopped in this little shop there, and I was telling them about Titletown, and they actually knew your grandpa.
Yep.
And I was thinking, dang, we're an hour and a half from home almost, and this random guy, I'm like, Dan from Titletown. He's like, oh yeah, I know Dan, and I was like, that is wild, man. So he really is a pioneer in this.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of funneled a bunch of guys throughout time, whether we have customers that came in and worked for his first shop or customers now that have grandkids in the hobby.
Oh,
they
that's
used
cool.
to shop at his first shop. It's kind of insane of the amount of lives he's touched, and it kind of has influenced me in how I've built our staff, our team here, to continue what our core focus really is.
So from a kid up, you've been in this.
Yeah, so cards have been my entire life. I mean, I played competitive Pokemon when I started from 5 to 7 years old, early 2000s. I really transitioned into sports cards in 2004 because one guy we have on the table, Sammy Sosa,
Oh yeah.
became a big baseball fan. My grandfather's a huge Cardinal fan. That's Cardinals and baseball is his sport.
So when McGuire and Sosa were going,
He was ahead of that. Like I didn't get into 04. That was in 98. So I missed that excitement part of it.
Right.
But I did get to learn a lot of it through him, through cards. But Sammy was the guy that started this all for me on the sport card side.
That's cool.
The hop. Then fast forward, I go to my first game, and he throws me an autographed baseball. And
No way.
next thing you know, I got 20 pages in a book of just Sammy Sosa cards.
Just Sammy Sosa. So that's how your sports started, right there.
Yep.
Wow.
Sammy Sosa to this day, my main PC, the main guy I always collect. My favorite athlete of all time. So like everything we do today,
I don't
if it
think I
wasn't
knew
for
that.
Sammy Sosa.
Wow, Sammy Sosa. He was a great player, man. Yeah. He honestly was. I can remember, I was a kid, but I do remember the McGuire Sosa. Man, that was a crazy year of baseball. That was the most interesting year I've ever watched of baseball, personally.
Yeah, he won the MVP that year.
Yeah.
I mean, he finished second to McGuire in the home run chase, of course, but he's the only guy in baseball to hit 60 home runs more than 3 times.
Yep.
Tons of things that he's done for the city of Chicago now. Just welcome back. Crazy 2 years ago when the Cubs welcomed him back. Like, I got the notification on my phone. It was like a little kid. I teared up. I was super excited.
Yeah, man, because they had the whole controversy and honestly, I love that too. Because regardless of creatine or not creatine, man, to hit the ball the way them two were hitting it, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like a lot of people say, if it wasn't for that, baseball would have died. I mean, we don't have the modern MLB, which is trending upwards.
Yep.
We don't have cars. We don't have tops. We don't have these things if the McGuire Sosa home run chase. So,
that's a good point, actually. That probably would have killed baseball because that brought the excitement level back to a place of you saw in football almost, I
mean, I've been to every live sporting event you can think of. There's still nothing cooler than seeing someone hit a ball 400 feet. Like,
nothing.
Hit that ball, the sound of the bat, watch it go.
Yeah, nothing.
There's nothing.
And there's just something about being at the ballpark too, man. Like we usually go to a Reds game every year, and just being in the ballpark, watching the game, there's just something about that.
Yep.
It's one of the greatest ever. So how long have you been collecting? So you were at like 5 and 7 collecting Pokemon then.
So I got into Pokemon just like anyone else. I mean, the video games, the cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the cards we have in front of us also relate to that. So I have a couple 2000 Topps Chromes. So something like this Butterfree.
Oh,
so
nice.
It would have been, I mean, I opened these packs. I would have been 6 years old when I opened these
Wow.
packs. But these are all in front of us. The 3 I have are all Pop 6. So there's only 6 PSA 10s of this card.
So there's only 6 in existence.
And I got one of each of the 6 in front of us of these 3 characters.
Wow.
And so like this is like a huge crossover for me from being a sports person to a Pokemon person.
Yes.
But as you get older, start following trends.
Yes.
People, right or wrong, kind of put things onto you.
Yeah.
And so I kind of ditched the Pokemon, ditched the trading card games. As much as I enjoyed it, to transition fully into sports and dove into that market because I played baseball, I played basketball, I went on to college on an athletic scholarship.
Oh, nice.
So
what sport?
I went on a bowling scholarship.
Did you?
So
that's amazing.
Yeah, I went to St. Louis on a bowling scholarship. But like that transition of those kind of things led me to kind of stay in sport cards forever.
Right.
But also the main thing was my grandfather having the shop. Like I had accessibility to product at all times.
Yeah. So that's what. So the shop's been in existence for that many years. How long was it there in South Parkersburg?
So we were in South Parkersburg until the early 90s. Right around 91, 92, my grandfather also had a craft shop. So like kind of like a Michael's, kind of like Hobby Lobby. They had a craft shop.
Yeah.
So they did both of those. Mid 90s, right around 94, 95 is when he transitioned to his next location, which he moved into Marietta for the first time. And he was at Rink's Flea Market from there until we moved here in October of 2024.
I have heard that he was like a staple at Rink's for a lot of years.
So they have another business there now. The foundation of his business, there was a gentleman that he partnered with, not financially, but time-wise, to allow him to travel with me through college and post-college with my bowling journey. But that booth, that business is still kind of there, ran by that gentleman. And when we transitioned here, we went back into the full-blown card shop experience. We wanted tables, we wanted space, we wanted cards. That's our main focus. I mean, realistically, if you look at our shop, that's why you don't see a lot of memorabilia. You don't see a lot of items.
Right.
We try to be a legit card shop.
You know, I love that. One of my favorite things to do, and you know this, you're here, you see me every time, but it's just to go back there to the boxes, man, and go through cards, because there's not a lot of places you can do that at. Even card shops, there's not a lot of places you can go in and sit down and actually go through the cards. It's usually like, you know, you have some boxes or you have something like that. And so I love that experience here. Something else I think is really cool that you guys do is tell me what happens on the first Fridays in Marietta.
Yeah, so first Friday in Marietta, I mean, I would love to take credit for picking our night or those things. It's a marketing thing. First Friday happens throughout the entire city of Marietta. So it's from usually 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. The businesses stay open after hours with the Chamber of Commerce. Done tons of cool events to promote the community, promote the city of Marietta. So when we opened our location, I'm very big into public opinion, public trends. So we started our trade night. So we get between 40 to 70 people, if not more, that come into our doors to buy, sell, and trade. Basically, there's not a lot of rules. If you want to bring your own boxes, your own cards, we want to set up like a vendor. So like our space is almost like your card show.
That's what was so cool. The first one I came to, I was so shocked because I just thought to myself, there's not many card shops that's going to let you go in with your own cards and sell them to the random people as they're coming in the door whenever you guys have cards for sale.
Yeah.
And what made you go that route?
I mean, realistically, it's a community. I mean, I feel like we're extremely blessed with people like yourself who, when they need to sell cards, we pay very well.
You do.
We pay we're very convenient for a lot of customers. We try to liquidate as much as possible. But the biggest thing is not everyone has that experience.
Yes.
As someone that's done it for 20 years, I think this hobby is very hard. I think it's can be very extraneous to a lot of people.
Yes.
Because there's so much to learn. There's so much to do it.
Yeah.
And not everyone does it the same way. So to be able to provide a place where we could be a resource to make sure things happen the right way, but also allow them to experience what we get to experience on an everyday basis, allows them to fall in love just like we have.
That's so cool. And I love it too because it doesn't feel transactional at all. It does not feel transactional. You know what I mean when I say that? It feels like you walk in to like a great family of people that you can tell, man, your guys' knowledge is just ridiculous. Yeah. Like I came in here one day thinking I had a prism. You're like, no, here's where you find it and here's where it's at. And you just, like still teaching people the trade as you go. Yeah.
Education in this hobby or really any business or anything in the world right now, I don't think there's enough education going on.
I agree.
Enough people taking time to educate because it is lengthy. I mean, if I wanted to sit down and teach someone how to price a card or comp a card or know the value of a card, I can't do it in one day. I can't do it in 10 minutes.
Right.
So having our focus when you walk in, we're going to educate you.
Yes.
We pride ourselves too. Everything that we have on the wall, if you ask me about any product, I can give you a walkthrough tutorial, high, low, what we're chasing, what the dollar amount is, because we want to be authentic to our customers.
Yes.
We want to know if you buy this blaster box for $50, what can you pull, how many cards you get, what are we chasing?
Yes.
So as soon as you open it, you know. So we try to take the financial part of it out of it as much as possible.
Yeah. And there's been times where I've, left up and hit like a big card, bring it straight in, and you guys pay a price that I can't see most card shops even paying, you know, like the percentage wise. And I thought that was super cool because how convenient. Then you can stock up on more cards and, keep going.
Yeah. So, I mean, realistically, how we've gotten to that is like we've built our business on relationships.
Yeah.
So incoming relationships and outgoing relationships. From when we opened our location 18 months ago in October of 24, we had 2 employees, myself and my grandfather.
Wow.
Now we're in the process of hiring a bunch. We've already hired multiple, but we're looking to grow our team to 6 to 8 people within the next couple months.
Wow.
If not 10 by the end of the year.
Interesting.
So the hands on deck to be able to do those things.
Yes.
But that's our biggest thing is how can we create better experience faster
Yep.
with more people.
And you know what's cool too is like if you go to grab a box and let's say it's a box of Jordans, guess what? All you're going to find in that row is going to be Jordan.
Yeah.
There's a level of excellence that I noticed that, like even I've been in other card shops and it'll it might say Jordan, but there'll be everybody from the Bulls and the whole thing, and that makes it such a better experience when you walk in and you see the excellence, and they're all in nice brand new top loaders, and I think that's super cool too that you guys take care of them, and then it's not like you're trying to sell them in without even penny sleeves on them, which I've seen people do too.
Yeah.
But you guys take very good care of them, and you can tell you take pride in that.
Yeah, I think there's two sides. I think organizationally, it's a lot more efficient for us, but also a customer when they come in. We work right on Front Street now. There's a lot of regular travel.
Yes.
So there might be someone like you're very educated in cards. You come in, I hand you a box. You know what you're going to look for.
Right.
You come in, you might have 30 minutes or you might have 2 hours.
Right.
So having that ability of someone walk in on a time limit, say maybe they have 5 minutes, but they want to find their grandson an Aaron Rodgers card,
right,
a Peyton Manning card, and a Dan Marino card. We want to be able to find that for them for the experience.
See,
if
I love that.
we don't have the ability to find it for them, we don't know what's here, but how would we expect other people to know what they're looking for?
Yeah, because that's one thing that I've learned that the organization, even of the cards I have at home, man, that's key. Just having them organized, and it makes things so much better. So you guys were there, and then your grandpa moved here in what year in Marietta?
He moved to Marietta 93, 94-ish.
93, 94.
So he was at Rinks for over 30 years, had prime location. It grew from probably 100 square feet to 2,000 square feet over time. But we kind of just outgrew it. Like the hobby outgrew what we were doing.
Yes.
And we either needed to make change and stay in that level and stay in our lane of the hobby.
Right.
Or kind of do what we did here and expand. And we wanted to be a part of the hobby. We wanted to grow the hobby. We wanted to be the people that were the face of one of the area, like local faces of this hobby. So that's how we kind of ended up creating TitleTown.
It's a great location too, right on Front Street in Marietta. I mean, that's a great location. You know what I've noticed is there's other hobby shops around, but there's not another sports card shop. Really a sports, that really specializes a lot in sports without just selling some ball. You guys are in my opinion, and trust me, I've searched, how I do, and you guys have, in my opinion, are the face of sports cards and even I would say Pokemon in the area. Because when I came in here on trade night, man, this place was packed out, and I was even at the card show this past weekend at the mall, and I've noticed that some of the same people that were here at trade night were there at the card show.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's super cool. And so when did you start getting involved? How old were you when you started like helping with the business side of things and all that?
I mean, honestly, like right away when I got in, like when I started chasing Sammy Sosa's and started to know these people's names, I love to sort cards.
Yes.
I mean, I took it and ran. I was very good in school in math and numbers, and I credit to everything to the back of a Topps baseball card. It has all the stats. It has all the numbers.
Right.
Reading it, names, those were big things to me.
Yes.
And I transitioned it into the rest of my life. Like, very good at math, very good at reading, very good at those things because of cards. So about 12 years old, I started getting into, that was the Reggie Bush, Vince Young, Jay Cutler class.
That was a good class.
That was one of the first classes I prepared, like kind of my own mock draft and my own things that I was investing in, the players we should look at once these guys got drafted, what teams, who's going to be good by the end of the year, who do we want to hold, who do we invest.
Right.
So kind of my role early, even though I was young, was I would go to people's value boxes and I would pull undervalued cards that maybe had gone up over the last 3-6 months.
Yeah.
I would stash stuff that my grandpa would price $1 to $5, and I'm like, man, this is underpriced. I don't think it's going to be this in a later time. He never really collected anything, never really hold anything.
Right.
So once he bought it, it was right out to continue to turn the money over.
Right.
So like I became kind of our investor, you say, of I'm stashing this player's rookie cards for the rainy day, because I think they're going to go from $2 to $5 or $5 to $10.
Right.
And so I did a lot of that early on in my time with the card shop. And I was probably about 14 or 15 when I started looking at people's cards when they would come into the shop, of when I'd be at rinks on Sundays and someone would come in with cards to look at, and kind of setting some cards aside, letting my grandpa check them. I wasn't making the financial decisions, but I was like, hey, this card is a Beckett value of $10.
Right. So
this is a Beckett value of $20. I was able to help price that stuff. So like that was my early role. Early on.
That is so cool though, because to even be 15 and be able to, like have that knowledge is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
But even more than that, your grandpa even trust, saying, hey, I'm gonna hand the reins over, basically, and let you take care of some of this too. I think that put a lot of trust there too.
I mean, honestly, if you talk to him, one of the things he's always said, and something that I always took personal, was one day this place would be like mine. Like we were building it to eventually pass over. One, we could do it together, and that's the thing that I'm most blessed to do, and will always be blessed to do that. It'll always be our place together, not just mine.
Yes.
But that's where growing to a larger scale one day of doing those things.
See, that's what's cool too. So in the time that I've been coming here, which is I don't know, a good 6-8 months. I don't even know how long, but anyways, I've noticed growth, man. There's been a lot of growth. And where do you see this place in, let's say, 5 years from now?
The big thing, honestly, like 5 years from now, like I would say we're not here in this building.
I agree.
The building is very convenient to what we have here.
Yes.
It wasn't our first pick, to be honest with you. We had some other locations and some other things that we wanted to go, and they fell through for different reasons. But we are very blessed to be here. Our landlord is awesome. Front Street is awesome.
Yes.
But like from 18 months till now, if I had to show you pictures of what it looked like when you first came in to what it looks like now, obviously you would notice that growth.
Right.
And I think honestly, like we are going to outgrow this place. Like I think my team, the people that are involved, the people that come in and support us like yourself, are going to be a huge part of that. And I'm very blessed from all parts of it. Like this place isn't me. This place isn't special without me and my grandfather.
Right.
It isn't special without the people that work for us or help us, or isn't also the people that buy from us. And none of that can happen without everyone doing their
man
part.
I love that too, because you can see the whole picture. A lot of people, when it comes to like vision and business and stuff, they see a portion, but you just now explain the whole vision. And I think that's a very rare quality, which will outgrow this building. It will, because you have the vision for it. And so do you think that, like, on trade nights, man, it's starting to get more crowded and more crowded and more crowded? You think that what will happen there if it runs out of room?
So we do have a second floor.
So
we're in the process of conveniencing that for all customers. So we do have a second floor. It has two 65-inch TVs. It's a party. We've had birthday parties. We've had special events for like the NFL draft. We will start allowing overflow to get up that way.
Nice.
I'm very big on convenience for a lot of customers. I mean, unfortunately, it's not accessible to all parties.
Right.
Just due to the staircase.
Of course.
So I will never have retail products up there because I don't want someone to see something or to know something's up there. Because again, I'm a collector just like you are, like digging through those value boxes. Yeah. If I put retail boxes up there, whether it's dollar cards, 10-cent cards, $100 cards, someone that comes in that is a card collector and can't physically get up there, they might not find what they're looking for.
That is true.
They might find a Victor Wembanyama or a Cooper Flag card up there that they would want, but they can't get to it. So having as much retail down here and using that second floor as an experience. Let's run events. Let's run it as an area, a play area, a trade night area. So if someone wants to go up there and vend and do trades and doing that stuff, but I hope it's a problem we have sooner rather than later.
I can see that happening, man. Because the last one I was at, I was like, wow. I walked in and I was like, this is wild. This is this, and and I'm even here a lot. I'll come here through the day and stuff like that. And that's one thing that I would imagine is a blessing too, is that you started off rinks, what's it, Thursday through Sunday or something like that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay.
Yep.
Now you get, 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are closed on Mondays.
Yep.
My worst day of the week.
Yeah,
I always tell people that. I'm like, man, Mondays suck. Not only because it's Monday, but the card shop's closed.
Yeah.
And so what right now are the biggest, like I saw somebody pull something the other day out of here. What's been some big pulls lately?
So we've had the Cooper Flag anime.
I saw that.
So that was the big one.
Oh, that was nice.
Out of a $50 retail box.
Was it out of one of these?
Yeah.
Was it?
Out of one of the Bowman retail boxes. Big time pull. We've had some Pokemon God packs, which is the illustration rares for everything.
Wow.
So we've had actually 4 of them in the last month. We've had Ascended Heroes. We've had Black Bolt and 2 different prismatic God packs. They call one of them a demigod pack.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 3 of the rares of the illustrations. And then we've had the full blown illustration rare pack that if you grade them all on a 10, it's a multiple thousand,
right.
$8,000
right.
box or pack. I'm sorry. But I mean, that's the biggest thing is like we're very blessed for pools.
Yes.
We advertise our pools, but I'd be the first to tell you that all card shops have these as long as you provide an experience and have product out.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of luck.
It is.
I do explain that with a lot of customers. I'm very excited about it. But this part of the hobby is something that maybe I'm a little different on than a lot of people of.
Yeah.
The pack ripping, the breaking,
right.
the gambling aspect of it. And I try to be very transparent at that.
That's really cool too, because somebody, I won't, obviously mention the name or anything. So, on the Whatnot app, someone had reached out to me and they were like, and this is when it hit me, man. I realized then that this is, you could fall into that part of it. This guy said, had gotten a credit card and been spending it with you, and my wife found out, and he's like, and he said, I think I might have a little addiction to it, and I was like, I get that, which is one of the reasons why it's nice to flip and collect. You know what I mean? But also, it's especially when it comes to breaks and stuff like that, it's all gamble.
Yep.
It's all gamble, which is one of the reasons I love coming in and picking.
Right.
I'll get a box every now and then, and we're going to break a box here. Not yet, but in just a little while. And I want first you to tell me about these cards on the table, if you don't mind. All right, so Ryan, tell us about some of these cards we have sitting right in front of us right here.
So we'll start with some of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
So the first card, you'll see a trend with these 3 Pokemon cards. They're from 2000 Topps Chrome.
Oh, wow.
Again, Pokemon's becoming such a big part of the hobby.
Wow.
It's part of that. But it is a Pidgeotto, Techno. This is the highest rarity of Topps Chrome Pokemon.
It's a cool looking card.
It's kind of based off an Atomic 90s refractor. But there's only 6 of these in a PSA 10 in the world.
There's only 6 of these PC 10 in the world.
Yeah, of this card.
Wow.
So then the next 2 are my favorite parallel. They're called Sparkles. They are both Topps Chrome Pokemon. Again, Pop 6, as we mentioned earlier.
Topps Chrome makes the fire.
But again, there's a lot of transition from the sports card hobby to the Pokemon hobby.
Right.
That I personally want to see. So kind of like that. So I try to collect cool cards with kind of backstories.
Yes.
A lot of these are from, again, the anime that I grew up as a kid watching. I've had multiple of these cards before. So again, I've never truly collected due to the value of a card.
Right.
The value to me when I collect, you'll see some of these cards, they maybe have high value.
Right.
They could have high value, but I collect these because they're my favorite players, my favorite person, and they're never going to go anywhere else. Yeah, so just the Pokemon crossover with a lot of sports cards. So like that's kind of my thing. I haven't got into modern Pokemon collecting yet.
Right.
The market, I really believe everyone has their own little trend. And I don't want to collect due to the value. There's so many cool cards coming out that are very expensive.
Yes.
It's just I haven't got a connectability to that yet.
Right.
So that's why some of these cards you'll see people ask about them. I don't personally have them collected.
Oh.
But some of the sports cards. So cool story. Before TitleTown opened, the Sammy Sosa Kaboom.
Boom, man.
So Kabooms are very big in our hobby now.
Yes.
So I bought this one in 2023. I bought it before TitleTown was ever in existence. We still had the shop over at Rinks.
Really?
And this personally is the biggest sports card that I bought for myself before I ever did this. So this card was only $242.
Wow.
So before I started TitleTown, I did separate
Right.
shows.
Right.
A lot of it was my grandfather's stuff.
Right.
But the tier that I focused was between 20 and 100 baseball.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what started me buying some of the bigger cards, investing. Technically got this at a very crazy price. It's the lowest it's ever sold for. Kinda
Really?
lucked out. Auction on eBay at Wednesday at 2:00 kind of went in my favor, but kind of ended up that way there.
Dude, Wednesday at 2:00 is a great auction time.
Yeah. And then this is one of the coolest stories for me. Tim, you'll talk about this with being family. You already mentioned it.
Oh, yeah.
So long story short with this, Dwayne Wade's my favorite basketball player of all
See.
time. He was a rookie in 2004 when I entered the hobby.
Oh.
So I picked him. And weirdly enough, he becomes one of the best ever.
Ever.
So this here is from the 2024 National, which was in Cleveland, Ohio.
Very
the
cool.
first National I personally attended and my grandfather attended together.
Really?
So me being a Heat fan, being a Dwayne Wade fan, when this actually came into the shop for me to buy,
Oh, wow.
I had to buy this card because it's my favorite player.
Favorite player.
It's numbered to 2, so there's only
Numbered
two.
to 2.
There's only 2 of these made in the world.
Oh, okay.
And then it's a PSA 10. So it's the only PSA 10. There's only 2 of the card outside of this PSA in existence, and it connects me, my grandfather, and Dwayne together.
That
because
is cool.
If he was my first player I collected in the basketball world, the first time we went to the National, and this is something that I'll
And the
take
first
care of forever.
and plus a 1 of 2. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And it's auto. Wow. I've not seen one of these before, but that's a beautiful card,
Yeah,
man.
so it'll be something that
Beautiful.
will always be here if someone would ever want to be like, hey, let me see your Dwayne Wade card. That'll be a card that they will always be able to see when they come
Man,
in.
I could just sit here and stare at it. It's that
Yeah.
beautiful. And I love the pink refracting on it too, man.
Yeah.
That's a nice card. Very nice card.
And then this one here, this one holds very special to me and my family. My wife, Holly, she's upstairs. She now works for us. This is actually her great-grandfather.
That's her great grandfather.
Yeah, so he played for the Pirates in the 30s. He played with Honus Wagner,
Wow.
Paul Wainer, tons of things like that. But this is his only PSA 10 card in existence.
The only one.
So I was going through DC Sports Cards and some different auction sites looking for some of his cards. And this popped up. And I checked PSA's registry of every card he's ever had. And there's only one PSA 10 in any card that he's ever been produced.
Oh my
And this is this card
goodness.
here.
Really?
And just something really cool with a cool picture. We actually have this picture signed by him in our house.
Do you?
And they put it on this card. But it's something very special. He played for the Pirates. Just very cool.
Which is not a
connectability.
faraway team either.
Yeah.
That's cool. So he played in the 30s.
Yep.
Can I see this?
Yeah. So he actually had a MLB record for 20 years.
Wow.
Of most at bats in a season. So he had that until Matty Alou broke it in the 50s. But to say you had a major league record for over 20 years with the guys of Ruth and Gehrig and Wagner, the guys that he played with.
And that's actually you would be your wife's grandfather. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they call that. What do they call
Yeah,
that?
and technically it'd be like my great grandfather-in-law.
Yeah, great grandfather-in-law.
Yeah.
That's right.
But
And-
just something cool to connect again back to the hobby of I've been in cards my whole life. My wife has somebody who played professional sports, and I'm able to
Yes.
collect his cards.
I love that.
So like, there's back to the family aspect. I can connect a lot of these cards to my childhood, my favorite moments of my life, people that I've met in my life, and why I'm in this.
Dude,
Like,
that's cool.
kind of how I built my personal collection.
That is a super special way to do it because I appreciate that too because the cards I collect are not always the most expensive.
Yeah.
You know, I might find me and Carlos would be fighting over a little Pat White auto worth $35, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like, it's worth $35. It's not,
Yeah.
but that card to me is worth $1 million.
Yeah, because you knew what Pat White did. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll think about the 4 bowl wins.
Oh,
you'll think about
yeah.
the Georgia Sugar Bowl. I mean, Pat White was huge into our thing with Clemson and getting
Yep.
his hit by the Steelers and then pretty much ending his NFL career.
Yep.
So like, I remember those times with my moments.
Those were great times.
Like again, Dwayne Wade, the night that Kobe scored 81, I'll never forget. Dwayne won that night. Had a huge game on TNT.
They did lose that night, didn't they? The
I went
Lakers.
to bed. I was staying at my grandfather's that night, and I told him that Dwayne would score more than Kobe than that night because my grandpa's a Lakers fan.
Uh-huh.
And I wake up the next morning, gets me ready for school, turns on ESPN, and he goes, "You'll never guess what Kobe did last night."
81.
And boom.
81 points. How
Yeah.
many did Wade have that night?
I think he scored 28.
Okay, which is, I mean, that's
Still a great game back
good
in there
game.
when there was a lot of twos, not
Yeah.
the three ball. A lot of times, if you got to 100, you automatically won. A lot
Yeah.
of the scores were 95, 98 to 92s. We're not seeing the 130s to 1.
Right. You don't. Yeah, you didn't see that back then.
Yeah.
What's your favorite era of basketball?
I mean, I would have to. I personally think basketball keeps getting better. So
Yeah.
like, I am very big on the current modernization of basketball.
Like the Wembys.
The Wemby, the Luka, what is going on right now? Because
Yeah.
the skill level is so high. Not just the stars,
Right.
but the skill guys. I mean, you look at some of these guys like Caruso last night scored 30 points
Yeah.
in game one. Like, you didn't see guys score 30 as bench guys. I mean,
No.
guys next to Jordan. Ron Harper wasn't a shooter. Steve Kerr hit the biggest shot in the finals.
He did, but
But he had 9 points,
Yeah.
8 points. So these role guys are scoring at such a high efficiency that basketball is so easy to them. But so they make it look like they don't play defense. I mean, Kevin Durant came out and said, if you don't touch the ball when he lets go of it,
it's going in.
It's a make or miss for him.
And
like,
you know
it's
what's-
on him.
That's so crazy, dude. One time, this is not even a player that anybody would know of. I was in Atlanta, right? And I went to play ball one day. And there was this guy that played for 2 seasons for, I think, the Hawks. And nobody you would even hear of, right? Dude didn't miss on the court. I mean, he could shoot from anywhere,
Yeah.
didn't miss. And I was like, and just think, that guy got cut.
Yeah.
So the skill level of these players is just phenomenal.
Yeah, we just actually did a show in Pittsburgh about a month ago, and one of my employees, Gideon, got to sit down and talk to Kendrick Perkins.
Oh,
He was
that
there
is
signing.
cool.
And Gideon
Big
is a
Perk.
Thunder fan, and got to sit down with Kendrick Perkins and talk to him about basketball. Got to talk about his favorite teammates, and he mentioned Nick Collison as
Yes.
his favorite teammate. He took the Stars out of play because those guys are different teammates and different people because of different reasons.
Yes,
But
of
his
course.
favorite person was Nick Collison. Like, he said, Nick was such a good basketball player. Never made it about him, fit in his role. And my first ever NBA game was watching Nick play for the Thunder.
Yes.
And he made 37 threes in a row from the top of the key. But if you go back and look at his stats, he would shoot maybe 10 to 15 to 20 3-pointers a year. That
And
dude just made 37 in a
Never
row.
missed from the top of the
and
key.
just made it. And to know your
didn't
role,
know
to
that.
know those things
That's
is such
interesting.
a crazy thing that it translates to life. I mean, I think the cool thing with sports, if you're around team aspects,
Yeah.
no matter what
Yeah.
you do with your team with this podcast, the guys that are helping you do this, is just like a sports team. We all have our roles. We
Yeah.
all have things that we're good at. And that's where I'm very blessed with my guys here at TitleTown, kind of transitioning. Like, I have my own little ball team.
Yeah, you really do. And they're great guys, too. And I've noticed some new faces lately. And, man, they're all – what I've noticed is they all carry that same passion.
Yeah.
And that's what you really look for, man. Somebody's passionate about something. Somebody has the ability to hustle something, that says a lot about that person.
Yeah, when I've sat down, like especially like Gideon, I coached actually Gideon when he was in 5th grade playing basketball. That's how I met Gideon.
Oh, really?
I coached him. His coach needed to take a couple games off, and I filled in and coached him. And I kind of had some mutual friends without time, and that's how kind of Gideon and I got situated together. But like cards, I could teach someone cards. I could teach someone sports. I
Right.
could teach them those things. The thing I can't teach them is to care about the person that we're giving the cards
That's
to,
right.
or coming through our door. So like from the very beginning, the people that are associated with Titletown, that's my one non-negotiable. When we sit down and talk and build a plan and build what the future looks like. I want people that want to give you the best experience.
Right.
I want people to come in and know how many times you've been here and know your name.
Yes.
I come from a banking background. I think the most important thing is I will get mad if my guys walk in and you say what's up to us and
Yeah.
they don't say what's up, Tim.
Right. Right.
I think it's very lazy to not address you by your name.
That's really good.
With that. So I think that's the most important, how we can get to know our people, what they want, what they
Yes.
need. And that's how we kind of make this place
And
special.
that's what makes it so special,
Yeah.
man. It's that right there. You just said it. Everything you just said is what, when you walk in here, you don't feel like you're just walking into a retail store
Yep.
or a card shop. You feel like you're walking. I mean, it took me only 2-3 trips. I think on my second trip, you probably knew my name by then. And every time I come in, you've always greeted me. And it's been cool, man, because I'll tell my wife, I'll be like, when I need peace, you know where I go.
Yeah.
I go to TitleTown.
Yeah.
And
we want that. I mean, I bust your balls all the time when you don't bring your wife.
yes,
you don't bring
do.
your son.
You do.
I mean, I want this to be somewhere where all of you guys feel like welcome and special. And that's why we have the upstairs. That's why we have not just expensive $20, $1,000 cards.
Right.
We have 10-cent cards. So if you wanted to get your boy 2 cards, we have stuff. We have giveaway stacks all the time.
I've noticed that.
To give away cards to kids. We have them in our window. We have them on our counter. We take them to shows because we want someone to get into the hobby. I mean, I have a 3.5-year-old son. He's not good with taking care of cards.
Same with my 4-year-old.
But to get him to love cards, they have to be they have to be available.
Yes.
And so there's some sacrificing with cards to make that, but I don't want it to be somewhere that's just peaceful for you. I love that it is, but it's also I want it to be peaceful that your family can be here with you, and they have.
They have. And you know what's super cool too is man, like when Remy comes with me, he's 4. He'll find him a spot. Your grandpa will take him upstairs, show him upstairs. He'll just go find that comfortable chair over there. He'll just go over there and chill, man.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to me that because even when he's kind of loud, it's never like, hey, y'all keep that down, keep that down. And because he can be loud, he definitely can be loud. And so I love that aspect of it too. And on trade night, Amber came with me, and dude, she loved it. She was asking me the other day when we're doing it again, and I was like, well, it's almost the next month. So
yeah, because everyone's hobby journey is different. That's the cool thing with especially with trade night is we get guys that are experienced like myself. I've done it for over 25 years now,
right?
Of collecting and buying cards and being in it. But there's some people that, I mean, you're at the beginning of your journey.
Yes.
You're at the beginning of your business with cards.
Exactly.
But there's people that are in between. And I think we all have different stories of who we collect and why we collect.
Yeah.
But that's a place that is safe for everybody.
Yes.
Whether it's I'm buying the $500 cards,
right,
or you're buying the $5 cards.
Right.
It's a night that we can connect because we are doing it together.
We're all doing it together. I love that. So when you see TitleTown growing, do you see it as one large location, or can you one day see it being multiple locations and all of that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, growth can be measured in multiple ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think with people, with locations,
mm-hmm,
with space, the biggest thing when I look at it is how can we continue to take care of our people?
Yeah.
Would I love tomorrow to say, hey, Tim, we're opening in Parkersburg.
Right.
Or we're
right.
opening in Vienna.
Right.
We're opening X, Y, and Z location.
Right.
I think the biggest thing is with what we are doing here, and my vision is me and my grandfather kind of go back and forth on this. He'll laugh when I tell him this. He always tells me, we're in Marietta, Ohio. We're in Marietta, Ohio.
We're in Marietta, Ohio.
I want to put TitleTown not just on Marietta's map.
That's
but
right.
I want to put TitleTown on Chicago's map.
Absolutely.
Or Columbus's map. And growing our brand as large as they can.
Yes.
But if I had to pick one of the things, a second location would probably be something that would be an icing on the top for me. I think being able to provide 2 locations with 2 people with the same experience.
The same experience, man.
But with the same people would be such a cool thing.
Yes.
I'm walking into TitleTown Marietta.
Right.
But then they walk into TitleTown Marietta, to Parkersburg,
right,
or TitleTown Vienna, and they see totally different things, but the same things in certain aspects, and see our growth because it can be measured that way.
That is cool. I love that. And I can see that happening, man, because there's like, even right now, I'm just looking out. This is a regular Tuesday afternoon, not no prime time. And there's several people in the shop right now. And I think that I could definitely see that happening. So tell me about this right here.
So we got a box here we're going to rip. This is the new 2025-2026 hoops.
Just came out, right?
Just came out last week. So realistically, the NBA owns the NBA hoops licensing.
Right.
So since Topps just got the new logos for the first time since 2009.
Has it been that long?
So Steph Curry's rookie year
wow.
was the last time we've had Topps licensed basketball products.
Wow.
So this kind of product has been exclusively Panini over the time.
Yes.
But the NBA owns their licensing. So we've kind of A lot of people are excited to see what the hoops is. I honestly don't know what the cards look like. I haven't seen any previews, products, or anything like that. I just obviously know we're chasing Wimby, we're chasing Cooper Flag rookies,
Yes.
Dylan Harper. So I'll let you go first. Let's see
All
what
right,
you get.
cool. Let's go here. All right, here we go. Dante DaVincio. Ooh, Ace Bailey. Okay, rookie card. Not bad pull.
I like how hollow these things are.
Look at the staff.
That's pretty sweet.
Ooh, that is sweet.
Highlights.
Yes. That must. I wonder if that's a new refractor. Gary Payton III, Norman Powell, and Mark Williams. I do like the hollow look to them. They look nice, don't
Yeah,
they?
compared to like previous years. So we got a
Yes.
Paolo Banchero. What's that say? Next to next.
Oh, that's
Next
a
to
nice,
net.
That's a nice insert. I like
Cole
that.
Anthony, Cody Williams, Luca.
Luca with the Lakers.
with the
People are
Lakers.
always looking for Luca with the Lakers.
It doesn't have too many cards because the licensing. We got a Tatum All-Star card, some
Nice.
Julius Randle,
Well, who's that?
and this is Trae Young on the All-Star card.
Nice.
I think these are sweet.
Those are sweet, dude. I love the look of them, man. I see a jaw already. Oh, it's a green. It's a green jaw. Nice card. Nice card. That's the only green one I've seen so far.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Is it?
To see rebound, I mean, that's big for the hobby. I mean, we talk about the hobby today. Like,
Yes.
Jaw Zion is kind of why the shop is where it is right now.
Yeah.
The sports card market boomed with those guys.
My brother
2019.
used to sell on eBay, and he said that those were the two. If you had those two players, you were winning.
Yep.
All right, the rest of the pack looks like the Jaws, the highlight. There's a Benedict Mathurin refractor in there.
Yeah, so my second pack's not too great. We got Isaiah Hartenstein on the green. So looks like you at least get a couple greens.
I do like the green.
We got Kawhi. We got Ricochet with the Hawks. Derek Jones Jr. Walter Clayton rookie, national
Oh,
champion last year.
Okay.
We got a Kyrie Irving on the All-Star card.
Nice All-Star card. I like
So-
the gold on it, man. That's a good look. All right, here we go. I see another green. Who we got? Derek Lively the second.
Can we pull Cooper?
I think we can do it.
Yeah.
I think we can do it. You know it's going to be in that pack, right? Evan Mobley. Oh, All-Star 25. Jaren Jackson. Karis LeVert. Jackson Hayes. Jonathan Kuminga.
All right. So go through my last pack. We got the sweet jam-packed Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh, that is sweet.
Can
That
he
is-
lead the Cavs to the NBA Finals?
I wonder, is that new insert, that jam-packed, I wonder?
Yeah, this whole new thing, like this is Topps' version. I mean, I have a box of last year's hoops on the wall over there, of last year Panini, and I promise you these cards are 1,000 times better.
Dude, I like 'em.
Save that last pack for you.
You sure?
Yep. Let's see. Last pack magic.
All right, here we go. Coop flag right here, baby. Coop flag. Giddy's, it will be a coop.
As long as we don't get Shea.
As long as there's no Shea. We got Josh Hart, Jalen Duren. I like Jalen Duren, man. I think he's a Jimmy Butler the third, Jarrett Allen, Nick Claxton, Yannick. I don't even want to butcher his last name. Rookie card, and Igor Denham, who's a good player, and Jason Tatum.
Just Tatum.
Overall, I'd say that's not a bad box.
Yeah.
I like this. I think you think it's our best pull
That's
right
probably
there.
the best card. Curry highlights that,
Yeah.
or one of the rookie cards somewhere like Walter Clayton.
Water
someone like
Clayton,
that.
yep. Man, okay, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. Thank you for letting us break a
Yeah,
box.
for sure.
And Ryan, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it. I know you're a busy man, but thank you so much. And the last thing I'd like to talk about before we actually end are these two cards that are standing on these stands right here. Can you explain both of those cards?
Yeah. So, kind of some of our favorite recent pickups. I know we kind of showed some of our personal cards that I've kept, kind of where the business has gone. But both of these have been acquired within the last month. The first card here, we got a Kobe Bryant 1998 Topps. One of Kobe's earliest autos. You can tell it's kind of faded. Kobe used to just sign his first name with the 8. So Kobe's someone that's changed his autograph over time. He's went
Really?
from Kobe 8 to Kobe with the 2-4 in it to just his first and last name of Kobe Bryant.
Interesting.
So when this kind of auto early on kind of pack pulled, early Kobe auto came available, I had to pick one of these up. But then the big
That
boy
is a nice card.
that we have here, the next one, is the Kobe Bryant downtown. Tim, you mentioned earlier, like you've seen it on our socials.
Yes,
we
did.
picked this up from our friend Santiago Sports out of New York. At the NFL draft, we were blessed to go there, set up at that show.
Oh, in Pittsburgh.
Be part of that environment that weekend, and kind of want to make a splash. I mean, we haven't spent that kind of money on a card before, and just kind of be excited to see something.
Tell me how much that card is worth.
But it's about a $20,000 card.
Wow.
So we kind of go back and forth. It's like, do you want a Toyota Corolla? Chevy Cruze,
right?
Or do you own this card?
I'd probably go with the downtown.
So 86 of them in the world at this time, and a PSA 10 from over 10 years now.
Wow, there's only 86 of them.
Just crazy to think, and a lot of us that are hobby enthusiasts can almost remember maybe the last time or where we were when we heard Kobe passed away.
Yeah,
and
man.
I'll never forget me being home with my wife, and Kobe was a big part of my collecting life, my journey.
Same.
Kind of picked Dwayne Wade because I couldn't collect Kobe, kind of thing, and just kind of where we went from there.
That downtown is
things.
absolutely one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Like by far one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen in my life. And dude, that's awesome. And so tell me all your socials and where everybody can find you.
Yeah, so on Facebook it's TitleTown Sports Cards, Marietta, Ohio. We're on TikTok, TitleTown Sports Cards, Instagram, TitleTown Sports Cards, but then our YouTube. We kind of changed our name as we've talked about through that.
Yes.
Our YouTube is actually called Collecting Connections. It wasn't something that I wanted to do just myself. It's part of my team, a part of my guys.
Right.
Us being on the road. It does involve TitleTown Sports Cards, our shop, my family.
Right.
But I didn't want to put it as that brand because what we're trying to do is connect with collectors.
Right.
Kind of the name. Very cliche, collecting connections.
Yeah.
But that's our YouTube channel. Kind of is not just myself. We have content scheduled and content already shot of people's collections and their business, and kind of what we're doing today is things that we're going to be branching out to, sitting down with local collectors and people that we've been in the hobby with, and show off why they got into it, why they support TitleTown.
Awesome.
But also show, again, even though we're in Marietta, Ohio, we could buy the big boys just like the people in New York.
That's exactly right, man.
Stuff like that. And we want to put TitleTown not just on the local map, but on the national map of when you're traveling down Interstate 77, get off exit 1 at Marietta, just about 5 minutes away, come see us.
Yep. One day there's going to be a big, huge billboard right there off the exit when you get off the exit.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
Man, Ryan, thank you so much. Ryan Patterson, you are the man, and I'm grateful for you. I do know that. Very grateful. I'm glad I found you, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for your time.
Yep.
Subscribe to the HarborPod, and we'll keep bringing you amazing guests like Ryan right here. God bless y'all. Have a good day.